know, right? Yeah, we'll be live in 2 seconds, 3 seconds, everybody. Excuse me, I burped. Sorry. Hi, welcome back. This is Talking Dance Moves with me, April, and want to welcome back EJ.
Hey, I'm back.
We have really some exciting news for everybody that's in the Kansas City area. Actually, people in general, dancers in general.
Hmm.
Um, we had a major meeting this morning, and it went really well. We're going to talk about a couple things, actually. How are you doing today? 'Cause
I'm good. How you doing?
I know we all both been running around with our like a chicken with his
Let me
head
tell
cut
you,
off.
since 9 o'clock this morning.
I was up at 6:30.
Yeah, I'm usually up at the time, but when yeah, weekends, no.
Yes, I mean I was just I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited. So, okay, people, let me tell you something. I think that we have been blessed as just dancers, choreographers in general, but we have been approached with an opportunity to give back to the community, to give back to kids who really can't afford dance. And I think that is why not only I do what I do, but also what why EJ does what he does.
Absolutely. I definitely do it because because like honestly, like I didn't grow up in a studio, so you know, it's a
Okay.
lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of commitment, and that studios are expensive. I'm not saying that to take away from anybody's studio. I'm just saying they are expensive, and you don't have. I'm living proof that you can be successful without taking classes. But I love the fact that there's a place now for newer generation dancers to go to train and actually get the feeling, the raw feeling, because I'm pretty sure you didn't have that growing up. You know what I mean? I know I didn't.
I did. I went to a community center,
Oh, got you. Okay.
and then from there, my dance teacher from the community center started her own dance studio. And I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
she's been in business for over 40 years now.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just a
I
little
started
longer
in
than
the
I've been
basement.
alive. Yeah,
I was in the
and we used to
basement.
practice outside in her driveway.
Exactly. That's how I grew up.
Yeah,
So the mirrors and actually having people you can learn from. That's why I said these kids these days got it made.
they're
but
spoiled,
they
but
are. They
unfortunately, when you're no, or you are in the inner city and you can't afford it, your parents can't
Mhm.
afford it because they got all these bills they got to pay.
Right.
That takes away from kids who really want to learn, and
Right.
that's why I opened my dance studio, because it's low
Yeah.
cost.
Right.
It targets the kids that are in the inner city,
Right.
and so we got approached to do a kind of like, I don't want to call it a reality show. I kind of want to call it a documentary.
It's both.
It's
I would
both.
say it's a both.
It's kind
a
of both.
reality show
Yes.
and documentary.
So me and EJ are going to be doing this reality show together. We're going to do this journey together.
Mhm.
We find it very important to, I mean, is when we get old, we have nothing to fall back on but our next generation.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to see that lost.
Exactly.
So we're going to give opportunities to kids that are in the inner city and kids who can't afford to dance, and be able to come on our show and possibly win some prizes, possibly win the grand finale,
Absolutely.
and just go out there and show what they've got. Show
Exactly.
what, I mean, they haven't had formal training,
Exactly. So
and they're going to get to learn to do that.
literally, if your kids are not, they never thought about, maybe they like to dance, maybe they thought they could dance, it doesn't matter. Like, we're actually opening this up to every every single kid who thinks that they are a dancer. Now, what is the age?
We're going to start off with age 7 and
Okay.
up to
And
18.
up to 18. Okay.
And up to 18.
So-
It just depends, because I mean, nowadays you don't have to be 21.
Absolutely.
You can get exposure and get a Target commercial.
Absolutely. Disney.
Disney
Yes.
is another one, and we
Yep.
want to give these kids opportunities that they can't,
Mhm.
normally go to an audition.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
If they see our show and be like, "Hey, I like that kid and what she
Exactly.
looks like,"
Exactly.
you know what I mean, and that can
Yep.
open a lot of doors for these young people.
But we only are taking serious kids.
Yes, we will have an audition process.
Yes, there is an audition process, but there's also, a commitment. So, understanding commitment, meaning like parents, that means you have to be invested also.
Yes. We have a caller, so we're gonna go ahead and take that caller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hi, caller.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, it's Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. So, what do you think about this opportunity for the Kansas City
I think the
community?
I think the opportunity is great. It gives kids, a chance to do something that maybe they've always dreamed to do and haven't had this,
I
opportunity to
can't
do
hear.
anything, such as be, an all-star dancer or in a battle.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing in my earphones. Yeah, I think that's it's a good opportunity for them to be able to
Mm-hmm.
if they've never got that opportunity to go and teach and learn and stuff like that. They could come here and do the same exact thing. Say that again.
I can barely hear
I can. Yeah, we can barely hear
her.
her.
It sounds like she's like far away from the phone.
Oh no.
Hello,
We're
Brittany.
having a little technical difficulty, Brittany, but yeah, I hear what you're saying, and then we have a couple of people that are on the KUAW saying they can't hear at all. So we're having a little technical difficulties, but bear with us. Um, yeah, we're gonna have a good time doing this, and
I
we're
think
gonna
so.
have some. We are going to have some special guest choreographers coming from out of state,
Absolutely.
also from Kansas City area. If you are a dance teacher, if you are a choreographer, we are looking for contemporary b-boys, crumpers,
Yep, and like some poppers
and some poppers.
wavers, or house dancers, anything in that particular genre. I think falls under the hip
Pop category,
Yeah, we're
just
looking
to
for
come
you.
in and be a guest choreographer for the show.
Right.
We want to open it up to where the kids can learn a variety of choreography.
Right.
We want them to be able to be like, okay, well, I took this from this
Exactly.
special guest choreographer.
Exactly.
Not only that, but they get to go and be on something where they're gonna, in everyday life, is kind of like a competition.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, in order for them to learn in life, they have to learn letdowns, and
Absolutely.
they're not always going to get that job or that gig. So it's like you have to, be able to be let down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think a lot of the newer generation in general. I feel like I'm always picking on the newer generation, but it's because they have a lot of things handed to them, and that's just not how unfortunately we grew up.
Yes,
But
Karen, salsa as well. We need a salsa teacher as well. That
Yes.
guest choreographer that does salsa.
Yeah. Vendetta Clark, definitely yes.
And
Please
Brittany,
let
are you
him
still
see
here?
this.
Okay, Brittany's gone now, but thank you for calling in, Brittany. We really appreciate it. Um,
But no, I just think that if come on, come into it with the mindset that you are going to be great. It's not about fame. You know what I mean? Like come in it to get the experience, come in it to get the knowledge, come in it to understand that there are so many other people that are talented just like you.
yes.
You know what I mean? But having the respect for the culture.
Yes. And then that's also another thing that we're bringing to the show. We are not just going to be doing a contest, we are going to be doing mentoring.
Yes.
Mentoring is a big part of them being. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Brittany. Yes. So mentoring is also going to be a big part of our show.
Yeah.
Mentoring these young people and giving them the hope that just because you live in a certain place doesn't mean that you
can
are
be
limited.
great. Exactly, because you can be great.
Yes.
Right here in Kansas City, and it took me a long time to realize that. I think I'm just now coming to the realization of that because I went to Atlanta for a while.
Yeah.
And then I went to Texas for a while. I was everywhere.
We have a really good team. We have Jamel Lee, who's going to be the producer and director of the actual whole thing. And then we got, special guest choreographers that we are not going to name yet.
Right.
We are also not going to name the show just yet. Well, we're not going to tell you guys what the name of the show is just yet. That will be next week's show. Next week's show, we were going to announce the name. Me and EJ have a lot of promotional stuff we have to do. And then
Be prepared for auditions.
auditions. It's going to be a 2-day event, auditions.
Yes.
So as many kids as we can get out there. We are looking for 10 young ladies and young men to come out and audition and see if they got it, what it takes to be, you know,
A part of that competition.
yes, a part of that show.
We try not to give y'all too much.
Too much info just right now, but you know, we want to put it out there in the universe, you know,
Yes.
and make it known to see like what is going to happen with this show, because you know what, at the end of the day, this is why we're doing it. We're doing it for the kids.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that that's going to be, especially what matters is the kids who can't afford it,
Yes, can have that opportunity.
because a lot of people who can afford it are the ones who don't take advantage of the opportunity that they're giving. Those tend to be the kids that like, oh, it's whatever, you know.
Yes.
But, you know.
We have a good pair of gentlemen who are going to be doing our soundtrack from Las Vegas, and one is from Atlanta. And so I'm excited to hear what they are going to bring to the show.
Me too.
Also, if you guys are into music, if we have any guests, people that are into music, we do need soundtracks for the show.
Yes. Artists,
Yes.
dance, music.
Yes.
Not no twerking, you know, unless it's clean.
Yes. Yes. Because we all,
Clean
you know, this is a
music.
competition. This is something that, you know, is going to be aired, you know, on TV.
I love the fact that this could be. It's more so about Kansas City too.
Yes.
Because I think this is what's going to give people hope into wanting to do more.
Yes, it is. And the
And
more
we need
support
it.
we get from Kansas City,
The better.
The better.
the
We're
better it's
also
gonna
looking
be.
for sponsors. Sponsors, if you're a local business and they want your business out there on the television, you know.
Dance studios.
Dance
Anybody
studios.
who owns dance studios definitely hit me. I know so many dance studios though.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, well, why didn't you just call me?
And, well, I mean, you can if you want to, but well, let us know what your feedback is on this
Yeah.
whole.
Do y'all got any questions about it so
yeah,
far?
So far, you know.
Because I'm having auditions for a play too coming up. and
I
need
heard that.
Yeah, I need good dancers though. Dancers I can trust.
Professional
on stage.
dancers.
Yeah.
For his stuff.
Yeah, that one's professional.
Yeah, that's professional.
Because you will get cursed out if you're not on your P's and Q's. But yeah, so and there's going to be. I'm doing another showcase too.
Oh.
Where it's like a concert, but
nice.
it's gonna be like just like a full. So like if you went and saw a Drake or whoever perform or Chris Brown,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it's gonna be, but just with the dancers.
Dancers.
So like stage props, everything.
Oh,
So
nice! I'm
that's
excited.
in the
Well, I hope
works.
you invite.
Yeah,
I hope you
know,
invite.
You know, you definitely front row center.
Oh, nice.
So
I was
yeah.
asked. My hair is such a mess today, you guys. It's not even funny. But I'm having a bad
Me
hair day.
too.
Okay, so there is not a lot of Latin stuff that goes on.
I don't know.
Any adult opportunities? EJ's opportunities are for adults.
Yes.
Um,
So
you can hit him up on his
yeah,
Facebook.
I was gonna say DM me.
Yes, and get all the information for his stuff that's going to be going on, his play, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, stuff like that, because those are all for adults.
And then eventually, I think the documentary will turn into
Yes.
adults.
Adults too. Yeah, we'll
But
have a
we
version
we'll have a version for the adults. Too.
Yes.
But that's like,
later down the line.
yeah.
We want to concentrate on our next generation of dancers and make sure that they get this opportunity. So if you go to the Boys and Girls Club, if you go to the YMCA, if you go to community centers and you're taking classes there, you can come and audition for this show.
Yes, you definitely can.
You know, if you have a story that, you know, you have that you just take your, you know, your home situation and you're taking it out, you know, getting your frustrations out with dance, come and audition. Don't be afraid, because at the end of the day, it's all about you're showcasing yourself and what you want to do.
Exactly. And then don't nobody else matter.
No,
So come.
this is not a professional thing. This is something for beginners.
Yes. And eventually, our goal is that you will be
professional at the end of this.
At the end of it.
Yes.
And that way, you know, you can show the world your progression. Like, and then you may even look back at your progression like, dang, like I came a long way.
Yeah, because
I
we're going to
knew
have
nothing
different
about this.
genres of dance. You're not going to just be
Yeah.
doing hip hop.
Exactly.
You know what I was thinking after our meeting?
What?
I wish we could do Bollywood. But Bollywood is so hard. I get out of breath
Yeah, I
doing
was gonna
Bollywood.
say like it just
This is beginners. I gotta think like, yeah.
Cause you,
I don't want to scare them off
Cause
now.
I'm like, yeah, they definitely is gonna be scared. And yeah, and then so know that just with me and my particular kids or whoever I decide to work with. Wait, that's later on down the line. I was gonna say like know that anybody who work with me, I'm gonna push you to the limit. So
see, we're discussing that at the meeting. He's the bad guy. I'm the good guy. Okay, he's the one that's gonna be like, I'm not having it. Get away.
Exactly.
Okay? And I'm gonna be like, but no, don't do that. I'm gonna have the mommy instinct.
I'm gonna be like, there's the dough.
Okay, also, forewarned, parents, we will not be dealing with any type of drama. This is not Dance Moms, and this is not the Dancing
Or
Dolls.
bring it.
Or bring
it. Because
this is not the type of
parents,
show.
let me let y'all know right now. Okay? All that little yeah in your face, and my daughter need to be up, my son need to be up front, but I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't deal with it.
Yeah.
I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting.
Yes, and this is about your child.
It's
not about
you
yes.
trying to live through your child because you decided that you wasn't going to dance when you was younger.
Yes.
That ain't they fault.
Don't torture them.
It ain't my fault.
I know, right? I mean, just in general, and be able to give that child that opportunity is what makes me happy.
Of course. For practically, well, I was gonna say it's free of charge too, right?
Yes, it is free of charge. Yes,
for the most part.
For the most part, it's free of charge. I mean, there'll be there.
There is a few stipulations as far as like probably clothing and stuff too. But it depends.
It just depends. The parents will have to help out in getting their child ready when it comes to makeup and hair and stuff, because there will be 10 kids that are 10 finalists. You know, so not all of us can be, you know, getting them all ready and, you know.
Right. I know, and I couldn't do hair or makeup. Because if you want to look like a clown, I got you.
Okay, forewarned, do not let EJ do my makeup.
Because at all. You will come in there looking like,
Boo-Boo the Fool.
Yep, Boo-Boo the Fool. Strange. Strange.
No, please no. Also, hair and makeup artists, if you are listening, we are going to need some of those. We are looking for low cost just because, like I said, it is a charitable event. We these kids don't get these opportunities very much.
Exactly. And so just to name a few hairstylists.
Go ahead.
Just in case, I'm just gonna shout y'all out really quick because I really want y'all to hit me up and be like, sure, you know, I'm down. Hair by Princess, please hit me up. Hair Junkie, Kayleese, please hit me up. Makeup artist, Reginald Dudley, please hit me up. Who else? Dantuan is actually watching. Dantuan is good with hair too. For the most part. Nice. And he has a majorette. He's a captain of a majorette squad.
Oh, nice. So yes, that's what we were going to talk about.
He knows how to whip stuff up in shape really quick.
Nice.
So, because that's what he do.
Yeah.
So, shout out.
Yes, that would be so exciting.
Shout out to Prince watching this. Good luck on your play. Oh, the play was amazing.
Was it?
Yes, I was actually shocked because I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is like Prince's first production. I could be wrong. But if you're watching this, yeah.
Yeah, so, and we miss you today. So.
I know. I wish he can come.
Yeah, we know we're all busy, so it's, you know, I had to kind of, you know, last minute drag EJ in here, but that's just because I was excited and I didn't want to wait. And, you know, we will be having our first auditions in September, so we're trying to get the word out there, trying to get everything. We're pushed into such a small time frame of getting it out there. That's why I wanted
that director. He ready. He's like, let's go. What are we waiting for?
Yes, exactly. And that's why
he got everything mapped out already.
Exactly. Everything was mapped out from the shows to the finale to everything, and that's what I love about him is he's about his business.
And the fact that he did not once add any part in there where it was like scripted.
Yes.
It's like everything he want to do is just raw, like
raw footage documentary.
Raw footage. This is what it is.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. And and we're going to apologize now because we do, well, more me than, you know, EJ, but we do have potty mouth, so we'll be prepared to do the bleeping.
Some bleep bleep.
There's going to be a whole lot of bleep 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 bleeps in there. So So we will try to, but when you are trying to create a masterpiece, and even with professional dancers, it's kind of hard. When we're doing these shows, we are literally going to have like a week of practice for them to be able to learn this and perform this. And they will be performing around Kansas City area. They will be performing at local events that are going to be, and then they get judged and they get eliminated. It's just like a regular, competition show.
Right. And you know what? I think I may want to do one out of town too. Maybe that should be the finale one.
The finale one? Yeah, that'd be nice.
Because there's so many going to be going on at that time. It's going to be like, we're going to probably be like, oh, which one should we do? We're going to do this one, this. No, it's like, which city? Or which.
Yeah, but then you got to figure there's only going to be 3 left.
Yeah. That's true.
3 left that are going to be performing.
That's true.
And it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see all the young kids. So please bring out your kids and let them show what they got.
Yes.
And what they, we will. Yeah. The audition is going to be very simple. It's not going to be something hard and,
And remember too, we're not, so possibly, but we're not trying to take away anybody's kids, students, or anything like that.
No, we're not.
This is just for
the show.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully that just explains it, but yeah.
Yeah, they won't be like.
You can still have them, but it still is a commitment. If they want to do it, I'm not going to turn them down because, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So all of the people who have their little dancers and the crews and stuff, if they come to me, I'm taking them. Okay? I'm just kidding.
But that doesn't mean they're going to make the cut either.
Yeah, exactly. So
because we can have hundreds of kids and only 10 are going to make that cut.
That is true.
So they got to show us what they got.
But if they make it, it's a commitment.
Yes, it is a very big commitment. I mean, we're taking our time out. We are bringing in these celebrity choreographers.
Yep. And trust me, with me, people should already know me by now. With commitment, if you miss mandatory or any rehearsal,
you're done.
And it's not something that's excusable. People already know me. I cut them.
Yeah.
And I do it, and I just I try to do it respectful. But.
Kids who are I don't want to say disabled, but I want to say special needs. Don't be discouraged not to try out.
Exactly.
I saw a little boy who had autism and was dancing really good, and that's his way of communicating because he didn't talk. He was nonverbal,
right?
But he can dance his booty off.
Exactly.
So if they got it in them and they want to try out, by any means, let them try out.
Yeah, Prince said, "Miss you guys too."
Aww,
it's such an awesome opportunity to invest in the youth.
Yes.
And we've been talking about this stuff since Mary Kelly days.
Really?
So the fact that you brought this up, it's like, oh my goodness, like this is what we were meant to do.
Yes.
And hopefully we can get him involved too.
Oh no, he's definitely gonna. He has no choice.
Yeah.
He has no choice.
Right.
He's gonna be. Sorry, I'm stealing you too.
Right.
I might have to lock you in my closet, but
Right.
I'll be having scratch marks.
Right. He gonna be hungry.
Right.
It's all right, Prince. We got you, buddy. We got you, buddy.
Oh Lord. Okay, what do we see? What do we have?
We got
Prince.
Oh,
okay. That was Prince.
Hi, Tiffany.
We got that 100 symbol. Y'all, do y'all have any questions or anything?
Yes.
Maybe I missed over one. Let me go back.
Yeah, because we've been kind of talking.
Jasmine, definitely tell Vendetta to hit me up because he's amazing.
Vendetta?
Yeah.
That's a nice name. Yeah,
he's a crumper.
Ooh, nice.
Beastie. Yep. Okay, so that's it. So I'm really excited to do it. I think that the biggest thing too is just when we go into it, we just have to make sure that, because I know I get sidetracked a lot too, and then I start thinking about like the competition, and I have to understand it's not really about the competition.
Yeah,
that's where
that's and that's just the competitive side in you.
Yeah, it is.
And I think both of us working together is like yin and yang. So it's kind of like we're gonna bring each other back down to
the dark
earth.
side.
And I'm not saying we're always gonna get along. We're probably gonna,
of course,
butt heads. But at the end of the day, well, I'm not a fighter. I'm a crybaby, so you'd probably hurt my feelings and I'll cry, and then you're gonna say,
my
"Oh, don't cry." So,
That's the one thing now I know I'm gonna try my best to avoid.
see, I did that last night. I was just on one last night. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I was watching beaches, and
Oh my
I was all
goodness.
gone from there. It was awful, but you have to have those moments.
Yeah, I literally, what was I watching, which I thought was so sad. It's on Netflix. It's called Moonlight,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
and
Speaking
it
of
was just sad.
speaking of Netflix, we're I don't know if I should say anything just yet, but I'm just saying. We're gonna go past Netflix.
Yeah. But just know we said, speaking of
yes.
Netflix.
Yes.
You get a little teaser.
Yes.
Okay, let me see how you guys hoping this opportunity will affect Kansas City's overall with the dance community being so fractured. So, do you want to take that first?
That is my goal. Actually, that is why I am doing this, because it is so fractured.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of kids, studio owners go into, and I'm not saying all of them, studio owners go into it looking dollar signs. And not really
and fame.
Mm-hmm. And then that is not why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm doing this to get in the last couple of days, there's been so many shootings with kids that are in early elementary school that are dying because these other kids that are teenagers are just running amok when they can be doing something productive.
Exactly.
They can be doing something. They can be crumping. They can be b-boy, hip-hop, something. And that's what I want to do, is get it out there.
I think personally that 90%, and correct me if I'm wrong, but 90% of young adults, teenagers, kids are influenced by what?
Music videos.
Music in general.
Yes.
And the one thing that it's easier access to is movement.
Yes.
Because not every kid has that opportunity to get a microphone in a booth in the studio to record.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And that's why
we are
going to do.
Exactly. So, with that being said, I think that this, number one, a lot of kids are inspired by music, but what happens is we have to set a trend to where students or kids or whoever is not afraid to be who they are. All right. Because when it comes to being a dancer, most people would look at a male dancer and say, "Oh, he must be gay." Da, 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 da,
and that's not the
you know
truth.
what I'm saying?
That's
exactly.
not the truth at all.
Or you're soft because you decide to express yourself through movement.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Go back to the 80s, 70s, late 70s, early 80s, when you had...
Nobody cared. Everybody pants was tight. Yes. Everybody wore, bell bottoms, and they were still somewhat similar to skinny jeans.
But the thing is that they were out there battling each other.
Exactly.
Not shooting each other.
Exactly.
They were going and doing these rap battles and dance battles and just going out there.
But nobody cared to beef. Nobody cared to beef. The fashion was, nobody cared about what you was wearing.
No.
You can just tell, like, everything was a good time. Mm-hmm. It was a celebration of life.
Okay, people, we got 2 minutes left. Told you this goes by so fast. We are going to promise you guys we will be back and we will be doing a longer show eventually. But yes, if you want to get the information, we will be bringing it out again next week's show. We will have our promotional pictures done. We will have our all of our info. We're going to put the info that you can call, the locations where we're going to have the auditions, and we're going to send them out to the schools, send them out to Boys and Girls Clubs. You guys spread the word, because this is a movement. Like he said, this is a movement to where we need to get this movement up and running.
Exactly. My final words is just let music inspire you creatively, artistically. Let music inspire your fashion, and that's the most natural way to just allow yourself to be inspired by your environment. So what I mean by that is just make sure that you understand, be original.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But go off of what you feel. So if music does that, good. If your environment does that, great. If you saw somebody dance or move around or did something weird, let that inspire you. You know what I'm saying? Just go outside, no music, no phone, no technology, because that's a killer. And just be inspired by what's around you.
Yes.
That's all I got to say.
Okay, well, thanks for everybody for watching. Like I said, we will be bringing it out next week, and we will be doing a grand reveal, basically the show name and everything. So see you guys next week.
Can't wait.
Bye.
Deuce.
It was loud.